The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
A very good evening to all of you once again with the Love Talk Show.
Learn how to love intelligently.
And this day of Tuesday, here we are to let you know that no matter what the problem, the difficulties, or sometimes even the thoughts that are coming in your mind are, there's always a way to turn things around. And today we are going to talk about how to prevent marriage problems. I would like to hear from you. We have our chat here. So if you have any idea of what can be done to prevent any marital problems, you can even type here and share with us what your opinion is. We are going to share with you what our opinion is, what we understand concerning to this, and also how this has been helping those who have been joining the love therapy and they've learned how to put this into practice. Well, I would like to share this video with you straight after we'll be back.
Hey, you who are at home right now and would like to use your time to learn about intelligent love, see how easy it is. The doors of the love therapy are always open on Facebook, Instagram, and Telegram. We await you. Celebrities party, travel, and act as though their lives were a fairy tale. But the reality is that reports in newspapers, magazines, and websites announcing the end of many relationships is on the rise. In recent times, several celebrities have ended their relationships. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck had reconciled after almost 2 decades and were finally married in 2022 in Las Vegas. At the time, the singer had declared, "Love is beautiful, love is kind, and it turns out love is patient, 20 years patient." What seemed perfect has fallen apart, as just recently Jennifer Lopez filed for divorce. A mere 2 years later, Reese Witherspoon and Jim Todd announced their divorce in March 2023 after 12 years of marriage. We have enjoyed so many wonderful years together and are moving forward with deep love, kindness, and mutual respect for everything we have created together, said the actress. What seems strange is that if love still exists between the couple, why do they not fight to stay together? To make a relationship work requires effort. Perhaps this is why so many celebrities give up on their partners instead of working together towards happiness. Another recent and shocking case is that of Molly May Hague and Tommy Fury, who announced their separation after 5 years together. The couple had met and started their relationship on the reality show Love Island in 2019. After allegations of Tommy cheating, Molly expressed her feelings of sadness over the breakup, saying, "I never imagined our story would end, especially not this way." Ariana Grande and Dalton Gomez's divorce was finalized in 2023. They had begun dating in 2020 and tied the knot in 2021. The singer cited irreconcilable differences as the reason for the end of their 2-year marriage. The singer and the real estate agent had different priorities and expectations. It appears that an effort to make the relationship work was not in the plans of the former couple. Due to the separation, in addition to the psychological stress, there was also financial loss. Grande had to pay Gomez the equivalent of $1.25 million and half the value of the house they lived in together. Let's consider this closely. Why do so many separations happen? Couples who apparently have what it takes to be happy suddenly decide to end something that seemed to be relationship goals, that seemed to be so picture perfect. Is it really much easier to break the union, as many claim, than to make this union work? Also, when a relationship is on the verge of collapse, does anyone ever ask themselves, is there any way to prevent this boat from sinking? Recent government data this year showed that the UK has had almost 21,000 sole applications and over 7,000 joint applications for divorce, a total of almost 28,000 in the first quarter of the year. It is well known that separations can be very confronting and are often likened to the experience of bereavement. Experts even suggest that the termination of a romantic relationship heightens one's emotional distress and diminishes overall life satisfaction. According to lawyers who specialize in family law, the main causative factors given by couples who divorce are different priorities and expectations, communication failures, addiction, financial issues, infidelity, and even raising children. These end up generating many conflicts between them. The scary truth is that nowadays many people tend to lose hope and interest in one relationship and can be quick to jump into another. They appear to be unbothered about investing in their relationship to make it work. Is there any likelihood for a troubled marriage to ever be worked on and resolved? Learn more about this on today's program.
Preventing marriage problems is what we want to talk here today. It's our theme today. And for us to understand more about marriage problems, Andrea, we have vital signs.
Vital signs. And through these vital signs, you can acknowledge if you are going through marital problems. And it's not intelligent for us not to acknowledge the situation that we are in. Sometimes we try to brush the situations under the carpet, but if we face them, it's much easier. I don't say that it's easy, but it's much easier for us to overcome. So let's see which ones are, which vital signs are these.
There's always, sorry Andrea, there's always signs that something is not going well. You know, sometimes the car stops and is not working, but so many times the signs were there that something was wrong. Sometimes an accident at workplace comes up or happens, but signs were already there that something could happen. And these vital signs sometimes were ignored. And because we are ignoring and pretending we are not seeing them or they are not there, everything will go well, everything will end up going well, and unfortunately problems are coming up. And this is happening with relationships.
Sorry, Peter, now that you mention, it came to my mind the mechanic of a car. I don't understand much of the mechanic of a car, but I know because my husband told me, and I believe it's common knowledge, that when certain lights come up, how do you say that? Come up on the cardboard. Is it called card? The dashboard. You see, I understand a lot of this. But I know that when certain lights start popping on our dashboard, we should pay attention, because if we disregard, it means that a big problem can come up. So we need to, when we see them, we need to stop immediately and do something about it. That's what these vital signs mean.
Let's talk about our first sign or vital sign. How is your communication? Andrea, yesterday we spoke a lot about this. How communication can interfere or be a big problem between a couple. If there's no communication, so the essence of this couple is going down the drain.
Communication is vital in any relationship. If we don't talk to each other, how are we going to understand each other? If we don't talk to each other, how are we going to solve problems? We don't live in an island. We live in the world and we live with people. And so much so, if you are a couple, if you are married, even if you are single, you live with someone, or we live with a friend, for example, you need to have this communication. Otherwise, if you live by yourself and if you think only about your situation, we become, Peter, very selfish, and we aren't able to develop. We aren't able to be more mature because we learn with each other.
Communicating is the only way that you can express what you feel, what you think, where you want to go. It's through communication. If there's no communication, and this has end up matching with the second sign I would like to share there, which says to avoid being.
Do you avoid being?
Do you avoid being together? So if there's no communication, this is the next step. Why am I going to be with someone that I don't have communication with? Why am I going to spend time with someone who does not communicate with me? And this is when we hear people saying, my wife is extremely boring, my husband doesn't talk, and this lack of communication is creating this distance between them.
Do you avoid being together if you have no pleasure in being with your partner? This is a very big sign that you are facing marriage problems.
Well, the next one, talking about preventing marriage problems, is, are there disagreements about money? Are there disagreements about money? You know, my money, your
my bank account,
my bank account, your bank account, my wage, your wage, my profit, your profit,
you buy
my
more
car,
clothes for
car.
yourself.
Yes.
You spend more money in this area.
What you cannot ignore is the fact when you start a life together, when you accept someone to be part of your life, you become one. So, and from the moment that you are living with this person and you take you took the responsibility of being with this person, taking care of this person, living with this person, for every problem that you may face in life, for any difficult moment, and for the good things that are coming up, everything becomes is part of this couple that become one. If money has been a reason for disagreements, yes, probably this marriage is going, as usual we say, down the drain.
The thing is, Peter, I was thinking while you were sharing your thoughts with the people that are watching us, I was thinking that when you have problems that you are not sorting out, that you are not overcoming in your marriage, everything becomes a problem, including money. Because if there's no communication, we start disagreeing about everything, the little things and the big things, like the financial life, professional life. All the decisions become a problem.
And we have the last one that I would like to share with you. How's your intimate life, active or sporadic? And you know, it's the snowball effect. When there's no communication, people try to avoid to be in the company of the other person. When you avoid to be next to the other person, the daily things become a problem. This is where money comes in, and you start arguing for the smallest things ever. And you start to criticize why the bill is so high, why this amount of money, where the money is going to. And obviously, with this environment, Andrea, a couple doesn't have the pleasure to be together.
Because we start saying things that hurt the other person, and words can be like poisoned arrows. And when you go, I'm trying to say this in a nice way, but it's the truth. In the evening, when you try to hug your partner, the words that you just said, or you said throughout the day, or you said the previous day, they come up and they are still there, hurting that person.
And
that's why
it wasn't just the day before or on that day. Sometimes this is something that is being accumulated for weeks or even months,
or
and
even
this
years.
has been a sequence of disasters that are coming, and sometimes they are not visible, but they are there, and they are already causing a big problem that will lead your marriage to a divorce. Well, Andrea, I would like to share with them a few minutes, a short message that Bishop James, together in the love therapy, he gave to all of us. Let's watch this moment of the love therapy.
Listen, people, on the 14th of September, we are going to have the Love Walk that happens once a year. It just didn't happen last year as an exception. But what is the Love Walk, Pastor Moyo?
The Love Walk is an opportunity for singles and couples to come to learn and to also,
I'm sorry, this wasn't the video or the moment of the service, the love therapy that we would like to share with you. And while they are preparing the video, we were talking here, there is another reason that sometimes, or another vital sign that marriage is on the way of divorce, when couples, they are getting angry with one another very easily. For everything, anger comes up and end up, it's just a reflection of what is already happening in their day-to-day life. Well, I think we already have the video prepared. Please, let's all watch together.
You come to the love therapy, you learn a lot. You learn a lot of things that people would pay a lot of money to hear. And you don't take that to change your the story of your family. You don't have to continue what someone started. For example, maybe your father, your mother, there's a cheating problem. Everyone is unfaithful. So you already have that in the back of your mind. I will never be faithful because I don't think it's even possible. I've seen it all. I've seen it in all my family members. Everyone is cheating. It's not, no, you have to, like it says here, consider your ways and not adhere to the victim complex. And your argument will forever be, I grew up without this, I grew up without that. Some people grew up with parents, but it's as if they didn't have any. Some complain they didn't have any. So we are all victims. See what I mean? But the Word of God sets us all free by saying, consider your ways, like think, use your brain, and let me do the work in your life.
And the Bible
Believe.
says, consider your ways, not someone else's ways.
Exactly.
If you say, actually, what happened in the past is because that person that I used to date, she was a tough piece of work. She was not easy. So you're not considering your ways. You're considering that person's ways, because guess what? If that person was not easy to deal with, who chose that person? Who chose the person? Who chose the person? Okay, so then perhaps the selection process wasn't great, right?
And Andrea, on Thursdays we have this event because it's an event. Although every single Thursday we have the love therapy, but every Thursday it has been like an event. What people are learning, and Miss Elena was sharing with us, people are receiving precious tools and teachings that once they are being used in their day-to-day life, they are reaping the fruits out of it.
Peter, and I can even say that when we got married 27 years ago, we didn't have these many tools that we have nowadays. Otherwise, we would take advantage, because when we started having, I would really pay attention and learn with it, like Mrs. Elena was sharing with us. So the love therapy meeting is a school. I can even say it's a college, not of knowledge, but of wisdom for you to invest on yourself as a single, and of course as a married couple, because we were even learning here the tools, the signs for you to learn, for you to apply, and not to be, how do we say, unhappy in your love life.
Well, before I tell you what is going on this next Thursday, I would like to share what people are saying when they are coming to attend the love therapy.
What would you say was the biggest lesson or something that you've learned about yourself by attending the love therapy seminars?
I've learned that it is actually important. Before I would not try to come at all, but then it's like I wouldn't come, but then I would still have other relationships outside the church and do things my own way, and it didn't work out. So coming to the love therapy seminars helps me to understand that if I put God into the midst of it, things would be different, and things that I was accepting was not acceptable in the first place. Mm-hmm. So if I had known, would have done different, but now that I do know, I can do different. So yeah, that's been good.
And would you say that the love therapy seminar is only for married couples?
No, because I'm single and I'm here, so I think it's good for everyone, because as I said, I also had my fair share of relationships that weren't the best, and I can do better now, so I say anyone can come.
And how would you describe the love therapy in 3 words?
I'd say that it is simple, so everyone can understand. Sometimes it can be funny, so it's relatable, and it just opens your mind.
And what would you say to somebody that doesn't yet attend the love therapy seminars, but you're encouraging them to come?
I say don't be like myself, because in the past I wouldn't go, but then you come and you realize it's not what you thought it was, because sometimes you have your own perceptions, and I'll be like anti-love therapy, but then it's not bad, so you should come.
Yeah, don't be anti-love therapy. You know, these ideas that sometimes are building up in their minds, Andrea, could or can be the biggest obstacle for this person's life being transformed.
I can even say, I dare to say that those who were anti-love therapy are the ones nowadays sharing their testimony. So if you are one of those, come and join us, because you will see results for sure if you start practicing what you learn here weekly.
And I would like to tell to everyone, now the assistants, especially the assistants, this coming Thursday, all assistants here from the Great London, to join the love therapy. There will be something that is already prepared, that assistants, single and married, you should be part of the love therapy, because there's something prepared for you. And even this person, Andrea, who wants to put an end, because it will be this coming Thursday, the day that we are going to put an end to all sorrow, you know, all stress, and everything that is being happening in the love life of those who are watching us.
That's one of the things that can get us stuck. If you are stuck to the past and you can't move on because of the situations that you went through, because your father, your mother went through this and that, and you think that your future will be the same, don't think like that. It's the end of all sorrows. Come and join us this Thursday, because we are going to give not only a message of hope, but something for you to put into practice and for you to reap the good fruit.
We are going to help you. That's the truth. We are going to help, and this is not a promise, it's a conviction. Based on what we already have seen happening in the life of those who humbly they accepted what was told them, the help that we were offering them. So it's this coming Thursday, the end of sorrow, the day that we are going to put an end to this sorrow, the day that you are going to put the end to all the disappointments that you had in life, the day that you are putting an end to the suffering in your love life. This coming Thursday, at 8 p.m. Well, I would like to share with you this video talking about the Love Walk that will be at Kennington Park this coming 14th of September at 1 p.m. So if that's your desire, for singles and married, we have this special moment. The program, the Love Talk Show, is getting the end. So I'll see you tomorrow at the same time, 10 p.m.
See you. And don't forget to put into practice intelligent love.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Hi you all. As you already know, Love Walk is back this year on the 14th of September at 1 p.m. and we'll be taking over Kennington Park. As you can see, I'm outside Oval Station, so it means it's really easy to get to. There are plenty of bus routes around the area, so there's no excuses. Everyone is welcome. So now let me show you where the event is going to take place. So here we are in the heart of Kennington Park, where it all will begin. And behind us here, we'll have the main stage where we have so many activities and surprises just for you. So let's go check out some of the areas we have planned. So in this section here, we'll have the games area, where we'll have 4 different games where the singles and the couples can come and interact with each other and have fun. On this side over here, we'll have the picnic area where you can sit down, relax and enjoy. And over here, we'll have the photo booth where you can make lovely memories of this day. Well, I can tell you that Love Walk 2024 is going to be an amazing event, and I can't wait to see you all September 14th at 1 p.m. See you guys.